Namaste Vidya, Sada Kush Raho. Myself JVN Dr. Hemant Vyas, Associate Professor and Head of Department of Surgery, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapith, Women's University, Jaipur. Today we are going to discuss a topic about ear, nose and throat, and the name of topic is allergic rhinitis. So let's begin. Allergic rhinitis is a common disorder which is usually characterized by a spasmodic attack of severe sneezing and rhinorrhea. It is a reaction to certain allergens. Here rhinorrhea means running nose. Then let's see what are the causative factors. Age group young adults has increasing trends of this allergic rhinitis, whereas the incidence or the chances of allergic rhinitis decreases with old age. Both sexes are equally affected. Predisposing factors include hereditary, hormonal changes, climate, and emotional factors. Then there are some precipitating factors, or which are also called as allergens, which can cause allergic rhinitis. And we have discussed these allergens in two categories: exogenous and endogenous. So exogenous allergens are inhalants, which are the commonest, then ingestion, contractants, drugs, irritants, and infections, whereas endogenous include intestinal helminthes and tissue proteins. So there are two types of allergic rhinitis: seasonal and perennial. Mechanism: first of all, there is entry of allergen, which result into sensitization in the body, uh, which is followed by recognizing of antibody form. Then allergen and antibody react in body, which result into release of histamine and histamine like substances. Finally, there is development of signs and symptom of allergy. Pathology: infiltration of eosinophil and plasma cells. There is edema due to increased capillary permeability. Rhinorrhea, congestion, venous stasis gives purplish hue. Another effects like infection, polyps, and sinusitis may follow. Symptoms include irritation in nose, paroxysmal sneezing, exhaustive rhinorrhea, then nasal obstruction, anosmia, and headache. Then there are certain signs which are peculiar to allergic rhinitis, and these are first of all, we get changes in mucosa. In acute stage, the mucosa become pale. In chronic stage, it is bluish purple. Infection may be superimposed. Polyp may be present. Allergic salute, tip of the nose salute like. Here we can see the image. This peculiar attitude is adopted by the patients because of repeated sneezing. It is called as allergic salute. Then Dorer's line, here we can see this is formed because of this allergic salute, repeated allergic salute. Investigation include nasal secretion, eosinophilia. Eosinophilia will be seen in nasal secretions. Hemogram, stool examination, history about allergy, skin test by intradermal injections, inhalation of allergen, nasal provocation test, elimination test for food, and radioallergosorbent test. Treatment include avoidance of allergen, desensitization, sympathetic, antihistamine, steroids, general vitamin C and calcium. Local treatment include hydrocortisone, zinc ionization, cryosurgery, and laser therapy. Surgical treatment include nasal obstruction, infection, and Vedian neurectomy. Then we are moving forward to vasomotor rhinitis. This is imbalance of autonomic nervous system resulting into sneezing, nose block, and rhinorrhea is called as vasomotor rhinitis. It is also known as non-allergic rhinitis. Unlike allergic rhinitis, it does not involve immune system. Homeopathic treatment: Natrum muriaticum, arsenic alb, Sabadilla, Allium cepa, and Aralia racemosa. These are the prominent remedies which are frequently used in allergic rhinitis. Two remedies that require a special mention in homeopathy are Galphima glauca and histaminum. Both of them have been lately introduced in homeopathy and have a wonderful role in treating the acute symptoms of allergic rhinitis. Then correlation with miasm. Rhinitis cover all three miasm, psora, syphilis, psychosis. Psora functional changes. Rhinitis cover the psora miasm and sensation of dryness in the nose, troublesome even when there is passage of air. Epistaxis, ulcerated nostril as if were stuffed up. Disagreeable sensation of dryness in the nose. These are in favor of psora. Then syphilitic symptoms include loss of smell, snuffle of children. The bones of nose may get destroyed. Syphilis produce ulceration, the crust of syphilis. It also in psychosis we get symptoms of allergic rhinitis, and these are sense of loss of smell, psychotic, has a red nose with prominent capillaries, and there is often nasal stoppage due to thickening of the membrane. There is enlarged turbinate bones. New babies of psychotic patient often get snuffled, nose dry, stuffed up frequently in childs. It screams with anger in its attempt with breathe with its mouth closed. So that's it from today's presentation. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you like this presentation. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you very much.